Hi everybody, and welcome to Marketing Magic Mondays. I'm your host Stephen Westwood. If you're interested in marketing or would like to grow your business, then I highly recommend that you hit that subscribe button because I'm here for you every Monday. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, Stephen, why have you been doing about market segmentation? Why have you been looking at geographic? Why have you been looking at demographic? And why have you been looking at psychographic segmentation? And the reason why is because marketing is a process. Now, I've made the assumption that you've actually already set yourself some goals. In truth, marketing is a process. So what will happen is you will set yourself some goals, then you start your research. When I talk about research, I mean you start to understand who your key target audience is. Now, in the next episode of Marketing Magic Mondays, we're actually going to be exploring how all of the concepts that I've spoken about up to now will help you to deliver a targeted message to your target audience that will help you drive sales, stoke people to action, get subscribers, and more. So far, we have decided that marketing at its very basic concept is targeted communication. And we've also looked into geographic segmentation, psychographic segmentation, and demographic segmentation. So today we're going to look at behavioral segmentation. And the reason why we're looking into segmentation is because it's a key component of the most effective marketing strategies out there. It divides your customers into smaller groups based on their needs and actions and makes sure that you and your business are actually in a place where you can solve their problems. By solving their problems and showing the benefits over features, what you're doing is you are bringing people in, you're gaining their interest, and you're starting to make sales. Now, behavioral segmentation is about how your customer base behave. What I mean by this is a way for you to learn how your customer base not only interacts with your business, but how they interact with other brands. And it helps you to delve deep into understanding how many times somebody will visit your website before they make a purchase. What kind of promotional activities should you be doing in order to gauge interest? Should you be taking money off on a promotional offer? Or should you be looking at free shipping? Should you be looking at adding a free gift? There are many, many different ways in which behavior can trigger the customer journey. And just like what I've spoken about in previous episodes, it's not enough to know where your customer is, and it's not enough to know what problems your customer is having. You also need to know what will motivate them to buy from you. So behavioral segmentation, as I've said, can outline the type of behavior your customer will exhibit, the type of behavior that they will have, or any patterns when it comes to them interacting with your business or website, or with any business and website for that matter. So you could be looking at their attitude towards your product or brand, how they choose to use your products and services, their overall knowledge and awareness of your brand and products, and their overall purchasing behavior. So looking at whether they spend money on certain items during holidays or for special occasions. Unlike demographic and geographic, which lets us know the who and where our customers are, behavioral segmentation will allow us to make better decisions when it comes to an overall marketing strategy. It's about developing a further understanding of your customers, enabling you to tailor your products and services towards identifying specific customer needs. Let's take a deep dive now into behavioral segmentation. So first of all, why is behavioral segmentation important, especially if we've covered all the other ones? So behavioral segmentation will allow you to track and identify your most engaged users. So for example, if you have customers who regularly open up your emails or spend a lot of time on your product pages, what this does is it allows you to make decisions based on this information in order to invest your time and resources into an avenue that more people are already engaging with. So it's kind of a no-brainer. It makes marketing more cost effective, but at the same time, you're focusing more on the warm leads, people who are already aware of you, people who already have an idea that they may want to buy from you or may have already bought from you and may be looking at a slightly different product or service that you have. By generating information for these warm leads, what you're actually doing is opening up the possibility that they'll buy from you sooner, as opposed to focusing solely on cold leads, so people who have not heard from you. That requires a different budget, it requires a different timeline, it also requires you to provide information at a different rate and on a different basis. The next thing is that it improves your accuracy within your messaging. Behavioral segmentation will allow you, as a business owner or a marketer, to improve your positioning and marketing message. What this means is that if you were to identify the age group of your demographic, for example, and let's say that they are the age 30 to 50, what you're then able to do is use behavioral segmentation to enrich this demographic. And the way that you would do that is you would then divide it into subcategories. You would know that people are within this age bracket are searching for and looking at certain interests and preferences that they have. So you're able to identify the age of your demographic. You're then able to take a further step towards understanding the type of content that they are looking at. You're then able to take that a step further and actually be able to enrich their experience by focusing solely on what it is that they are looking for, what it is that they're trying to solve. Overall, this leads to a more personalized experience. Now, you may have heard that as time has gone on, people are looking for more and more personalized experience. They're looking to know that they are the only customer you're paying attention to. Everybody likes to have a bit of attention. And by focusing on behavioral segmentation, with mixing it with the other types of segmentation, what you're doing is you're really honing in on the person that you want to attract to your business. Or if the person is likely to open up their emails, then send an upsell email after they have already made a purchase. The upsell being the additional product, so you can make extra money from that one sale. And the reason why you want to provide this personalized experience is because it actually increases the number of sales being made. It reduces the number of abandoned carts that you get. It also reduces the bounce rate that you're likely to get. So let's say, for example, that you are selling a product and you're recommending another product that you think this customer might be interested in, they will remain on your website. Whereas if you're selling a product and they buy this product and you do nothing else with that, what will happen is they will then go off your website and onto a different one. So that increases what's known as the bounce rate. And obviously, the less people bounce from your website, the less they stop exploring your website, the more likely it is that they're going to make additional purchases. The next thing we're going to look at is brand loyalty. And with brand loyalty, what will happen is your customers will feel like they are being attended to throughout each step of that customer journey. They will feel like your business actually has their needs at heart, and they will actually respond more positively to your products and services. And because of this, it creates what's known as brand loyalty. Now, brand loyalty is that they will only purchase this particular type of product from you, and this not only increases customer retention, it also helps to skyrocket your customer lifetime value. They will obviously also be more than happy to recommend your products and services to others. So through word of mouth, you're going to be getting new customers in, and they're likely to continue buying from you in the future. So you're increasing your long-term revenue. And all of this comes from understanding who your customer is, what your customer's problems are, how you solve your customer's problems, and how your customer behaves. So there are 4 types of customer segmentation that you need to focus on in order to complete that customer profile. And by focusing on the behavioral segmentation, what you're doing is providing yourself with actionable insights that can be used throughout a variety of marketing channels that get your customers to act. So the first type of behavioral segmentation we're going to look at is segmentation based on purchase and usage behavior. This type of behavioral segmentation provides insight into the purchasing stage that your customer might actually already be in. So it understands the role that your customer is playing as part of that purchasing process and gives you insight into the obstacles that they are facing, which of your incentives they are most likely to buy into, and gives you insight into how your customer may make their purchasing decisions. So, as an example, if somebody were to do a lot of research, they may look into reading reviews. Now, 93.4% of purchases made online are made through people who read reviews first. They're looking for that social proof. They're looking for that research. They're looking to make sure that your product and services are actually going to solve the problem that they are having. Likewise, somebody who may be a bit more thrifty, maybe looking to save a bit of money, will only purchase your product when it's on sale. So what happens is, by focusing in on the behavioral segmentation of your customers, you're giving yourself the opportunity to actually focus on the marketing strategies that will benefit your business. So yes, you can focus on selling to both of these, but you will not be using the same avenues, the same types of messaging, or the same promotional offers in order to attract them. If you were to try and do that, then you're going to be wasting a lot of time and resources. So you're going to be breaking down your customers based on their behavior. And the way in which you're going to do this is by understanding how many times a customer needs to interact with your business before they make a purchase. Discovering what search queries they're actually putting into, whether it be Google or Bing or whatever search engine that they're going into, in order to find your products and services. And understanding the types of questions that somebody asks, whether they're using a live chat or a virtual assistant, or whether they're actually asking you directly. By understanding all of this, you're actually able to then pretty relevantly answer your customers' queries, and you're able to help respond to your customer needs accordingly. The second type of behavioral segmentation is when somebody is buying for a special occasion or a time-based purchase. So occasions could mean, in this case, Christmas, Easter, those special national or international holidays, or it could be something that's personal within their own life. So somebody's birthday or a wedding anniversary or a wedding or a christening. And it could even be broken down into their daily routine. So for example, 2-for-1 cocktails during happy hour, or maybe it's their turn to buy breakfast for the office. This requires you to monitor your customers' purchasing behavior. It requires you to establish patterns so that you can then guess what life event or daily routine event is coming up, so you can put your product in front of them at the right time. The third type of behavioral segmentation is benefit sort. When you're targeting different types of customers, what will happen is they will each be looking for a different value proposition. So they're each looking for different values within your product, or the different benefits within your product. So this will help you to narrow down the specifics of why somebody will buy from you. So are they looking for quality? In which case your messaging will need to say why your product is better than your competitors. Are they looking for a way to use your product or service? In which case your messaging will need to dictate how to use your products or services. Customer feedback. So are you actually paying attention to customer feedback, and are you making those changes in order to make your value proposition much higher, making it better? Your unique selling point or USP. What makes your products and services stand out from everybody else's who offer the same products and services? And are there any other additional benefits that your customer could receive from your products or services? And then there's number 4, which is segmentation based on customer loyalty. So customer loyalty is obviously whether you have an existing customer who keeps coming back to you. The more often they come back, the more loyal they are to your brand. By zeroing in on your existing customers, what you're doing is you're having the opportunity to repeatedly sell to them your products and services. Not only that, but the more loyal a customer is, the more likely it is that they're going to offer your business referrals, spread the word through word of mouth, provide you with positive feedback, and provide you with those all-important reviews and social proof that you need in order to continue growing your business. So communicate with your existing customers and make sure that when you are asking them for feedback, you're using it as a way to grow your value proposition, that you're strengthening your positioning, and that you also use it to optimize your future campaigns. When you're doing this, what you need to consider is, what were those key behaviors throughout the customer journey that nurtured this loyalty? Which customers are your ideal customers for developing loyalty programs and signing up for these loyalty programs? What factors are involved for keeping these customers happy? And what opportunities are there that you can maximize on this customer loyalty? So can you upsell? Can you sell them the same products again and again? Can you offer some kind of free gift or free rewards for your customers coming to you again and again? Think about the travel industry and frequent flyer miles, or think about the financial industry and the benefits that you get when you sign up for big purchases and use credit cards. So as a quick example of customer loyalty, think of Starbucks. They have a loyalty program where when you get your stamps on your cards, when you get 6 of them or 7 of them or 10 of them or however many numbers, then you get one for free, or you get a free breakfast or gift of some sort. Also, for behavioral segmentation, think of Just Eat or Uber Eats. And what will happen is the advertising materials will only manifest themselves at certain times of the day, especially on TV. So you'll be looking for evening meals at around 5, 6 p.m. And so they'll advertise the evening meals, and it could be KFC, McDonald's, it could be whatever type of food it is, but they won't be advertising it until after 6 p.m. because that's when most people are hungry and thinking of dinner. Another example would be for Olay, the skincare brand from the US, using their skincare app and AI technology to not only identify the age of someone's skin, but also identify problem areas and make suggestions on how to tackle these problem areas. They also receive feedback through the app, and by analyzing the feedback, they realized that a lot of people were looking for fragrance-free products. So what they did was they used this information to develop a fragrance-free range to offer to their customers to increase sales. So for the final thoughts, make behavioral segmentation an integral part of your marketing strategy. Even just one of the types of behavioral segmentation that we've discussed today can help give you invaluable insight into your customers, and it can help provide you with solutions to a potential issue that you're facing within your marketing. This is more than just a tactic for marketing. This is about improving the way you communicate and who you communicate to and what channel you use, making sure that you're using your resources in an appropriate way that attracts your customers. Behavioral segmentation gives you insight as well into how your brand is being perceived and allows you the opportunity to make changes where necessary and tweaks where necessary within your brand and messaging to give you a better impression to your customers. This will lead on to you getting more and more loyal customers, and through those loyal customers you're going to not only increase your sales but also increase your brand awareness amongst your target audience. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment below. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.